We're still talking to Anil John from the Qatar Gulf News, talking about the 2022 World Cup. Of course, concerns about issues to do with construction and the death of Nepalese construction workers, not necessarily related to the World Cup. But there are concerns about the Qatar football team as a whole. Anil, are there going to be any efforts to develop football in Qatar so that by the time the World Cup comes around, you may have a team that can compete with the best in the world?
First of all, let me correct you. It's Gulf Times, not Gulf News.
Gulf Times, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, they are working hard to ensure that a good team is developed in time for the World Cup. You know, they have lots of programs going in the Football Federation, lots of youth programs targeting footballers who are like 15, 16 years old. I mean, even younger than that, so that in 9 years' time they could be ready. And as you know, there's a very famous football academy called the Aspire. Not a football academy, actually a sports academy called Aspire, which is very football-centric. And, you know, they have got the world's best coaches and the best, you know, technical experts and, you know, health experts and fitness experts who are working behind the scenes. So that, and it's all directed towards the World Cup in 9 years' time.
Obviously, there was concern about the heat. When do Qatar players play? When is your league?
Well, our league just started 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty hot then, but now it's kind of the temperatures have come down. You know, end of September and October, it starts getting cooler, so it's quite pleasant now.
Qatar ranked 108, just second from the bottom of the FIFA rankings. Do you believe that ranking will improve over the next 9 years?
I suppose so. There was a time when Qatar was ranked like for a brief period, like in the 50s or 60s. You know, so I think that was the best ranking Qatar had once upon a time. But I believe that they'll be doing pretty well in the next 9 years. Yeah.
I just want to close up with a question about the awarding of the World Cup to Qatar. There's been some rumors, suggestions about the bidding process not being above board. Is everybody satisfied in Qatar that you are the rightful host of the 2022 World Cup?
Absolutely, because you know there's a lot of anger directed towards Qatar. It's some of it actually borders on racism. Actually, you know, I mean, it's how can a Middle East host the World Cup and stuff like that. And some of the stuff that has come out, especially in the European press, was, you know, it's like downright ugly and, you know, without any basis. And as far as the people are concerned, they want a World Cup here. They don't think it's a World Cup just for Qatar. It's a World Cup for the Arab world, for the Middle East. They believe that can bring about change here, you know, because this is a very troubled region, and they're looking at football, you know, just to kind of basically show the world that, you know, it's a place where normal things also happen.
Well, all right. I'm sure by the time 2022 comes around, everything will be in place as it usually is, and we'll have a fantastic World Cup. Anil John, I want to thank you for joining us on the Sports Max Zone.
Thank you. Bye.